I moved the game.
Okay.
So the episode begins where the last one left off with Ivori and Big Lex scrapping about this room, honey. Ooh. Oh, shit. Damn, Ivori. Oh, she put Big Lex on the floor. Oh, snap. And she stomped on her. Oh my God, Big Ivori, yes, honey, yes. She did that. She did that on that first round. So then security takes her out of the room, which I'm like, why? Like, y'all, let them go, let them go. So Ivori is a hooting and hollering as she's being taken out, and all the girls downstairs are like, what the hell is going on up there? And then it cuts to Summer amping up Big Lex saying, you still pretty though, you still pretty. And Big Lex is like, yep, still pretty, still pretty. And there were no marks on her face, none, zero. However, Miss Ivori has a black eye, honey, and she's like, well, no, I already had a black eye. I already had a black eye, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, girl, well, Big Lex was the one that gave you the first one, too. So it's like, damn, she blacked your eye twice? Damn, Ivori. And then she goes to the living room and she's like, nurse, medic, let me get my bandage on my eye so I can fuck this bitch up again. Let's go, let's go. So then Big Lex comes back down and they go for another round. Who won this bitch? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Honestly, both hits were connecting. I feel like they both did their big one on that second round. Like, I couldn't see a clear winner. So they get to scrapping again. Ooh. Big Lex's hits were connecting. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. Big Lex, she did her big one. She did her big one. And I think maybe it's because her arms are so long because she's a tall bitch. Yeah, she had more reach than Ivori for sure because I didn't really see Ivori's hits connecting too much to the face. And in the confessionals, Big Lex clowns Ivori's fighting skills because she says that Ivori just puts her head down and just swings. And they do a slow-mo and Big Lex is right. So then these hoes go for another round. Oh shit. Ivori flipped Big Lex on the couch, honey. But I will say this. Big Lex still looks untouched. And I'm like, damn, this bitch got stomped out and flipped over a damn chair. And the bitch's face still looks flawless. Damn, this girl is indestructible. So then they get separated and they're just popping their shit. Big Lex is like, ha ha, I gave you a black eye. And then Ivori's all like, it was already there. And there's nothing wrong with the battle wound, bitch. There's nothing wrong with the battle wound. And that's true. But if the other bitch don't got a battle wound, it kind of makes you look like you lost. You know what I mean? So then Ivori gets pulled up to the side and Big Lex is in the living room and Anna's little trapper is going off saying, you shouldn't have fought her in the room and you should have... Like just saying a bunch of irrelevant ass shit. It's like, girl, sit your ass down. And Big Lex is saying, Anna, your mouth is too big for your motherfucking size. And that is so true. I wish Big Lex would have just popped her right then and there. Popped her right then and there, but Big Lex is all like, you're too little. You're too little. And I'm just like, yeah, but who cares? Just get her. Just get her. Somebody. So then in the midst of them going back and forth, Diamond gets out her seat, puts her mouth guard on, and calls out Pretty P for a fade, and they start fighting. They both were kind of swinging on air. Ain't nothing really happened that much. Anna's scary ass like, oh my God, I gotta go. Like, girl, shut up. And she gotta take care of her damn dog. Why the dog there? This is not a place for no animal, honey. These hoes are too crazy. That poor dog probably got PTSD, probably done peed on the motherfucking couch. You know how dogs be peeing when they nervous. I'm calling PETA. So then Pretty P and Diamond go for another round. Oh. Okay, they were still swinging, but as security is pulling Diamond away, Diamond does a quick kick with both of her feet, and it hits Pretty P in the face. Diamond, you did that, bitch. That's a good move. That is a good move, and it hit Pretty P in the head. That's why she's holding her head like that. So I'm gonna give you that round, Diamond. I'm gonna give you that round. So then Anna and Lex keep going back and forth. I'm just still shook that Lex ain't got no marks on her face. Like that, I'm thrown. I am literally thrown. Oh, I know Anna did not just call Big Lex a scary hoe. Talk about the pot called the kettle black. Bitch, wasn't you copping pleased with Tasiki and Krishad on Baddies East hoe? Wasn't that you? But you talk about, you scary. Bitch, Oh, Big Lex, you should have at least throw a shoe at the bitch. Something, please. So in the midst of all that, 2,000 bodies and Grandma fight again. Oh shit, Pretty P's tits came out. Honestly, a tie, another tie. However, I do think Pretty P got her in the eye here because later on, you see Diamond holding the ice pack to her eye. So then Natalie comes to the front of the living room and says, look, Big Lex, Ivori wants to go again for one last round. And Big Lex is like, say less, let's go. So Ivori comes back in and they scrap again. They kind of, oh, damn, Ivori got Big Lex on the couch again and it's just wailing on her. Ivori did that, honey. Ivori did that, but she get pulled off. Big Lex has no fucking marks. And I know that is the real reason why Ivori keeps wanting to go for another round. Because it's like, bitch, I have a black eye, but you look untouched. Big Lex is made of steel, honey. Oh, and then Ivori comes with her ice pack and throws her ice pack at Big Lex. Oh my God, it misses. And the security obviously, handles that. So then Taseki's like, come on, we had gifts for y'all. And then Scotty's like, no gifts. They don't get no gifts today. And I'm like, bitch, I mean, this is baddies. They did what they supposed to do. I mean, that's why we watch, for them to fight. So give them the gifts. Give them the gifts. So then Natalie announces that she's going to give another baddie chain away. However, she won't be deciding it. It will be Scotty the Body. Ooh, look at Ivori's eye. And then she also says that she decided that no one is going to go home. Emma and Jazz can stay. And I'm like, okay. And they did say to Emma, like, we thought it was like whack for us to send you home when you're going through a rough time because it's just kind of like you're basically getting fired. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to keep you around and hopefully, raise your spirits. And I agree. Like, I feel like Emma should stay. I want to see what more she gives. She's gotten active and she's the only one that's coming for Scotty. Okay, so we got to keep her on there because otherwise Scotty just going to be sitting there looking pretty, doing the splits and shaking ass. So then Scotty gives her candidates of who she thinks should get the baddies chain. And she picks Lex and Jazz. And I was like, Jazz? Weren't y'all just about to send her home? Oh, I am shooketh. And a lot of the girls, too, were not feeling that. Especially Summer's hating that. She's like, no, pick Lex, da-da-da-da-da-da. But then Jazz does a total reverse Uno on us and says, thank you, Scotty, for the nomination, but I feel like Pretty P deserves it because she's really been putting work in and I feel like she's been overlooked. And I'm just like, girl, what the fuck? And everybody's just like, wow, that's some whack-ass shit. And for a while, I was like, oh, Jazz, I think you just fucked up your chain situation. Like, you probably disqualified yourself. But then Scotty's like, no, you are a girl's girl. That's some real-ass shit. So no, you are going to get this chain. And I was like, oh my God. And then Summer's remedial ass gets up and is like, no, you not getting the chain. And then Ivori gets in the middle. It's like, what you gonna do, Summer? What you gonna do? And of course, Summer backed the fuck up because she don't want that smoke with Ivori. So then Scotty puts the baddies chain on Jazz's neck. And then Big Lex is in the background hating like, she was trying to give her baddies chain to someone else. That's not fair. And no lie, if I was Big Lex, I would feel the same way. Because it's like, bitch, I just fought 5 rounds with one of the main heavy hitters. And you gonna give a bitch a chain that you are about to eliminate. And the bitch was trying to give the chain to somebody else. So I get what Big Lex feels, but at the end of the day, bitch, it ain't your decision. Sit back, sit pretty, and you'll get it later. But then Summer does something foul. She charges at Jazz to try to take the baddies chain from her. Oh my God. Child. Oh shit. And Summer did succeed in snatching the chain and everybody's trying to get it back. Here goes small ass Anna need her ass beat trying to jump over security to try to get it. It's like, girl, you ain't gonna do shit. Sit your ass down and play with your dog, Anna. Look at how security just lifted her up with one fucking arm. It's like, that bitch, is she even 100 pounds? And everybody's like, wow, that's some weak ass hating ass shit that Summer did. And that's true. It was pump fake and weak and jealous. She's so jealous. But then Natalie announces to the girls that, look, we are about to go out. It's our first night in Chicago. So let's all get ready to go. So then it cuts to Pretty P, Tasiki, and Jazz upstairs, popping it, saying like, congratulations, Jazz, on your chain, things as such as. Oh, and this is what got me. Bigums comes and congratulates Jazz. And I'm like, Biggie, shut your big ass up. You were trying to get rid of her on the last episode. But of course, Biggie's a follower and a lapdog and wants to go with the flow. So of course, she's now Team Jazz. And then they cut to Tinkerbella amping up Ivori, saying, yes, bitch, yes, come. I mean, really amping her up like she won. I mean, Ivori, she did really good, but Tinkerbella acting like she unambiguously won. And it's like, no, she didn't. And Ivori is still mad. She wants to fight Big Lex again. So it's like, it's not really finished. Like, I don't feel like Tinka should be congratulating her like that. You know what I mean? But then Tinkerbella says, let me just give you some glasses, honey. We going out tonight. Let me give you some glasses. And she says, here are these blue ones. You could go blue. And then she's like, or we can do orange, honey. We could do orange. But then Ivori says something that I was like, what did she say? She says,
I think these is giving rape.
Did she say rape or rave? It sounded like she said rape. So then it cuts to Summer and Big Lex talking shit, being bitter, yada, 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 yada. But then Diamond the Body comes in the room and says, Big Lex, I know like how you feel right now, the frustration because, you know, you got snubbed and I got snubbed for my baddies chain last season. And, you know, basically just keep your head up. You'll get the chain eventually and you're a bad bitch. And I'm like, okay, Diamond. So then they cut to Natalie, Scotty, and Rolethia talking about what just happened. And then Natalie brings up Slim and says that, look, we are going to keep Slim around. And Rolly's like, I don't want the bitch to stay here, but if she's going to stay here, she is going to work for me as an assistant, okay? And they're just like, oh my God. But Natalie acquiesces to Rolly's demands and says, okay, yep, that's her condition on staying here. And I'm like, why are you building this bitch's ego up even more, honey? Ugh. So then they do a montage of these hoes getting ready. You know how that goes. So then they cut to Rolly sitting down with Slim. And Slim starts off by apologizing to Rolly, okay, for talking about her son. And then she also says, you know, she wishes that, you know, we could be friends again. But Rolly's like, bitch, I'll never forgive you and we're never going to be friends again. However, if you're going to stay here, you're going to be my assistant, bitch. And Slim is like, what the fuck? But she agrees because, hey, she wants to stay on Baddies any means necessary. And honestly, I don't think Slim has a job right now. So true T, I would be trying to stay on this show too. I would be Rolly's assistant. Just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So then Rolly gets out her seat and leaves, and that's that. So then these hoes get on the bus to head to the club or Taco Tuesday or a restaurant, wherever they're going. And on the bus, Ivori is going off about this room situation still, and I'm like, girl, it's done and over. Why the fuck do you keep wanting to talk about this? And she's like, whoever switched the names, bitch, I need that. And Natalie says, I changed the names. But Ivori totally switched past that, ignored what Natalie said, and was still saying, whoever switched the names, I'm going to get that. It's like, Natalie just told you. So go charge at Natalie. But she knows she can't do that. So now she tried to redirect her energy somewhere else. And I'm like, girl, just let it go. Or if you want to go out with a bang, space and opportunity, honey. You should have just dove on Natalie right then and there. But Ivori would never see the light of day on Zeus ever again. So she didn't do that. So then Ivori and Big Lex go back and forth. Ivori saying, I will fight you every single day. And Big Lex is like, okay, I'm ready, whatever. So then Diamond the Body gets up and says she wants to do an apology to Akbar. And I'm like, bitch, why the fuck are you apologizing to Akbar? It should be the other way around. She's the bitch that spit on you. I wish I would apologize to a bitch that spit on me. Oh, hell nah. But for Akbar's credit, she does get up and accepts the apology and then apologizes to Diamond as well. And I'm like, okay. So then Ivori starts going at Big Lex again, and she ends up throwing her tequila in Big Lex's face. But Big Lex is in the confessional saying, you know what, I'm going to spare her right now because we got a booking, but best believe I'm going to get that ass later. So then these heifers pull up to the club, and they are given a rock star's welcome, honey. And, you know, they do what they do. They dance, things of that nature. Oh, Ivori's drunk ass gets on the mic and is like going off saying, I run this shit. And Natalie was like, hold up, wait, no. And she snatches that bike right off back from Ivory, okay? Natalie didn't like that one, did she? So then the announcer says, oh, and I forgot to mention, we gotta give a shout out to Tinkerbella. So Tinkerbella gets out her seat and tries to get on the little stage where, Bad Dolly is standing, but she ends up pushing Bad Dolly off the stage, and Bad Dolly just hits the floor. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny as fuck. Hold on, watch. Damn, she said, bop. That was just like an instantaneous drop, honey. Oh, that was funny. No lie, that was kind of fucked up for Tinkerbella to do. She just kind of did a move, bitch, and Bad Dolly falls on the floor. But then the Thirst Bucket in Chief, Sydney Star, appears, and they're all just like, oh, Sydney, give her a lukewarm reaction. Jayla's like, are you following us again, Sydney? Oh my god. No lie, it is so on brand for Sydney Star at this point, and at least Zeus gave her camera time, you know what I mean? So after that, they just continue to party, montage. But then, as they're walking out of the club, Diamond the Body gets kicked. And she's like, what the fuck? And they don't say who did it in the show, but we know just from the blogs, it was Pretty P's sister, honey. And actually, Pretty P's sister got arrested that same night. I wonder if they're going to show that on the next episode. But anyways, they all get on the bus to leave the club, and that is how the episode ends. But I want to know what you guys think, and this is the video the YouTube algorithm thinks you should watch next.